Hey everybody, it's Christy from Christy's Beauty of Life. Welcome back to Tiara's 27-Day Challenge Inspiration YouTube Hop. We are into the summer series for I think every season there's a fun series of challenges that go on. And I had to miss the spring session of it due to thinking we were moving, but that didn't happen. So I'm happy to be here for the summer one. And I chose the challenge about the seasons. So the point is to do something like is the summer is the season to play outside in the pool. So just something that really represents this a season. It didn't have to be summer in some form. I decided to change it just a little bit, and I'm using it for a layout and a photo of myself on my first day of getting back to working out after having Barrett. So my title is going to say, "'Tis the Season for Change," because it was changing that he's officially our last child. And so it's time to get back into shape, so to speak, and all of that. So that's kind of what this layout's about. I pulled out some of my Dear Lizzie stuff that I've kind of had for a while. I really loved this collection, and so it's the New Day collection. Kind of been hoarding it, so I pulled it out, did a little bit of fussy cutting of those florals because I used them on something else, and I just am going to play here. Now, for the "'Tis the Season" that you can see up there in the white, I kind of messed up my die cutting. So again, brand new with the die cutting machine. So I didn't line it up correctly and it chopped the top of it off. But I was like, you know what? You can still read it. You know what it says. And I'm not going to recut it. I'm just going to go with it. And so I like it. And I am going to go with it. It's different, but like I said, you can still read it, so I'm good with that. And I'm just going to take one of the florals. I thought about backing it so you could see a little bit more, but instead I'm going to take one of these florals and just put it up beside it. So there's a little pop of yellow there as well. And this is where I started for the first day. This is what I got done. Like I said, I scrapbook in sections. Normally, I'm lucky if I get 20 minutes to scrapbook in one sitting. Normally it's about 10 or 15. And this was my first bout of it that I got to do. And I just kind of set it on my desk and I look at it and I think about what I want to do. I thought, maybe another layer to my photo would work really well. Maybe bring in the yellow. So I had this scrap of pattern paper. Now this is super old pattern paper, and it had the bit of yellow that I wanted, so I'm going to use that. It's also teal, so it wasn't going to be too much. It would be there, but it wouldn't be a lot. And then I looked down beside me and I had these Project Life cards. Now these are from Pink Fresh Studio and I loved them. So I wanted to maybe use one of them as like a subtitle. And I also really liked the clouds, and I'm going to fussy cut out the clouds and then use the rest of that card because I don't want to waste it, and use that as another border to my photo at the bottom. So it's kind of got another layer besides just the background paper that I have there. And I didn't want to waste it. Because I am going into that spending freeze, and oh man, it's coming up next week. Oh my goodness. So I need to really utilize my stuff in every way I can, and not throwing away pieces like that's going to save me. So that was my plan there. I then felt like it was too basic, so I'm going to go ahead and use a little bit of mixed media and this fun stencil which has lightning bolts. I just felt like for working out and change, it worked, and it doesn't actually really read as lightning bolts because of the mixed media that I'm using. It's just I think that was a pasties from Shimmers that I've had for quite a while. It's pretty old. I was actually really surprised that it spread. I was afraid it wasn't going to. I really loved this color though, and it brought just a different pop of color. It's a very light sand. It's called Sandy, I think, or Sandies or something. So it is that light peachy sand type color. So it worked perfectly. I'm going to go ahead and use that. as I'm looking at this, though, I'm also thinking it's not enough. It needs some more. So I pull out some of my Spiegel Mom scrap sequins that I've had. Again, super old. It's been in my stash for quite a while. And I'm going to pick 3 of these yellow flowers, and I am going to just place little sequins around all of the floral in the yellow and just kind of highlight those ones. It brings a bit of a darker look to it and a fun texture, and it might not even read as sequins when it's all said and done, but I really love the effect, and it's a great way to use up sequins if you're not exactly sure how to use them and you don't necessarily want to do a shaker pocket all the time. This is a really good way to use them. It does take a while. But like stitching with me, I don't mind things that take a while. So I just did it. And again, I did it in chunks. I did this floral one evening, and then I did the other 2 in the following morning to get it done. And it's pretty cool. You can kind of see which ones I've done, and they glimmer in the light, which is pretty fun. So I really loved that. And then to finish it off, I'm just going to add a few embellishments. Looking around, I'm again trying to use up some stuff here. So I found one of these. I know they're balloons, at least I think they're balloons, but it says keep going, and it's again in a yellow, and I'm going to use that to highlight one of the florals as well. I wanted to use this keep on being you, but that's too many subtitles, having my actual title, which is quite subtle to begin with the you may say I'm a dreamer subtitle that I have, another one on top of that, way too much. So I'm not going to do that. I'm going to use this instead, then a few other elements to wrap up my layout. Pretty basic. I do try to embellish it. I added the butterfly because it stands for transformation, and that was my plan for doing it. And then in my journaling, it just talks about how I started the 80-day obsession workout through Beachbody, and though I only made it 20 days because then it got really too hot to work out, I work out upstairs in my bedroom because I have a TV in there, and it was getting way too hot. The summer's just been crazy, so I kind of gave up, I guess would be the word. But I was super proud of making it 20 days doing this workout and I hadn't worked out in forever. So I was very, very proud of myself, and I managed to lose all of my baby weight plus a little bit of extra that I had, and I still have a little ways to go. So I cannot wait for autumn and the cooler weather to come, and I'm going to hopefully do another workout and lose those final little bits of weight and get back to life, knowing that I don't have to worry about having another baby, so I can get rid of all of those clothes and get new clothes and all of the fun things that happen now that that season of my life is over. So there's another way to use season. So I hope this inspired you to create your own layout about a form of season in any type of way. Absolutely could take it in a million different ways, and make sure you check out everyone else's layouts throughout the hop, and make sure you check out Moria for all the other information. There's a look at my finished layout. Thanks everyone so much for watching, and I'll catch you really soon. Bye.